What is up, ladies and gents of YouTube? BBK Dragoon coming at you today with some Halo 3 clips. Very excited for this video today. We're going to be talking about peaking. The clips on screen are from 2 multi-team games in Halo 3 and a Team Slayer with my bro, Captain Falcon. I put Halo back in my Xbox for the first time in a month. Took the last month off to really focus on League of Legends and focus on ranked League of Legends and try and learn new champions and get into that ELO. But you know, also give myself a little bit of a break leading up to Halo 4, because let's face it, when Halo 4 comes out, we're all going to be playing a ton of that game, I'm sure. But anyway, I thought these were some fun clips. My aim's a little bit wonky because, of course, it's like a month of not playing, but some fun clips nonetheless. Okay, on to the topic, which I'm really excited to talk about and don't have a ton of time. And it's a topic we're going to be talking about a lot when Halo 4 comes out, and I want to introduce the concept to you guys of peaking. Peaking is the art of hitting your best and being at your best level of play. Peaking is something that I learned about when I was racing mountain bikes. Each year, you would basically talk with your coach or your trainer, and you'd pick a few events that you wanted to peak at. And those events, you actually shifted your training the weeks leading up to those events to make sure that you were at your best 2 to 3 times a season for, certain events. So let's say it's the national champs. I would tell my coach, I want to peak for the national champs Super D or whatever. And then we'd sit down and we'd structure the training so that I made sure that that event, that weekend, that day was the climax of my training, was the culmination of all that hard work. So I was at my best level possible. And peaking in mountain biking and physical sports, you can only really, in aerobic sports, you can only really peak a couple times a year. By the way, quick interrupt, I don't normally teabag or love tap, but that team was trash talking and teabagging us during the game, so I had to give them some love taps and we won. But normally, I don't do that. I know it's bad etiquette for YouTubers to do that, but what you gonna do, right? So in aerobics and athletic sports, you can only peak a couple of times a year, right? That's not true with like esports. Esports is such a stupid term, but that's not true with competitive games because it's not as athletic based. It's not based on your physical body and not based on like how quickly you recover from events, basically. You could argue a little bit against that, but for the most part, you can peak many more times within electronic stuff, like Halo. Let's take Halo, for example. There are 3 times I can specifically remember that I've hit peaks in my Haloing career. Once last September, when I joined Halo Zone, I was playing Team Snipers every day for like 2 months, hitting shots that I never thought I could hit, and playing at levels that were just really fun and memorable to me. Last November, when I was working on a montage and ended up deleting all my clips. If you guys were subbed to me at Christmas, you remember a really sad Panda commentary where I deleted an entire hard drive thinking it was just a stupid registry file. And then finally last April, I was playing with MVito every day for like, I think a month and a half, trying to get every daily challenge, playing Halo every day for like 3 hours. So in the time that I have left, let's talk about how you can hit your peak and how you can sustain it and the important factors within, because we're going to talk about peaking a lot when Halo 4 is out, because I want you all to be aware of the concept. I want you all to be able to hit your peaks and sustain your peaks and understand how that happens. So a peak, how does it happen? What is the core? What is the basis of the pyramid? Practice. That is the basis of every period of peak that I've ever had. It's practicing Halo every day. You can't miss a day. It's like an instrument. If you miss a day, there'll be a dip in your performance. The same is true. You gotta practice, and it has to be consistent. Goals can help you be consistent in this practice, but it really has to be something that you dedicate yourself towards. That is the basis of the pyramid, but it's not the only part. Not only do you need to be practicing, you need to be playing with players who are far better than you. If that means scrimming, if that means GBs, if that means going into ranked playlists, that's what it means. You gotta be playing with better players to improve. I guarantee you, if you play with better players, you're gonna improve far quicker than if you're just playing against scrubs or randies. So, and then, oh boy, what's next? Oh yeah, watching high-level gameplay. It's all crafting this nice little box of you're playing at your best, you're playing with other people who are better than you, which is going to help sharpen your game, and then finally watching other pros, okay? You need to watch pro gameplays or other high level play, because that's going to expose your brain to these new ideas, these new concepts of, he did this firefight like this, he did this engagement like this engagement right here. I watch a lot of Diddy, who's a great Halo 3 player. He always makes the opponent play to his set of rules. I'm not going to run down there and engage that guy. I'm going to make sure he plays by my rules, and even though I'm half shields, I'm going to win this engagement. So, Diddy, shout outs. You're a high level Halo player. I love you. Oh my gosh, 3 people, get out of there. So, sleep, diet, health, and working out are all critical parts, because once you're at your peak, it's tough to maintain, and sustaining a peak is even, that's a whole other topic we'll talk about. But anyway, I'm out of time today. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this. We're going to be talking about peaking a lot more when Halo 4 gets here. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, because that means a lot to me. So, cheers guys, later.